Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Presque Isle High School as we get set for this doubleheader on WHOU with the Belfast Lions taking on the Presque Isle Wildcats.
Couple seats so that he was sitting in the coach's box.
The tip will be controlled by Belfast as Castoni goes into the front row. It'll be the Lions with the first possession for Belfast against Presque Isle. She had 12 points in that matchup. On the board quickly here. Belfast strikes first. Michaud looking to counter. Bit too strong off the window. Loose ball scooped up by Schoberg. Michaud for three from the corner. Gets it to go.
She had all kinds of time to get her feet underneath her. Defense didn't react.
They're down 16-3. Once they turned it into helter-skelter, some chaos, it was Presque Isle started to get themselves back in the game.
They definitely gathered the momentum, but
Jandro buries a three. And the rebound to Lagasse. Seems like when Jandro is able to knock down shots from beyond the arc, opens up a lot of things for Schoberg, Castoni, Michaud, and Kingsbury, some of the other players for the Wildcats.
well, there's no question about that. As you know, now you got another player you got to worry about, and that time there, again, the dribble drive kick. Castoni knocks one down, so they're Wildcats shooting similar to the way we saw them play Old Town.
Second one in the air now, and that one is through as well. So Lily Mitchell, the leading scorer for the Lions. She's got 4 points in the first quarter. It's an 8-point advantage for Presque Isle. Quickly the other way, Schoberg swishes a three. Little 1-2-1-1 pressure by the Wildcats. Libby Morrow also in for Presque Isle.
Nice job there by Belfast, getting it out of that short corner real quick so they couldn't put the double team on.
Jumper on the way from Mitchell. Gets it to fall.
You know, I bet Maddie Mitchell's probably got a handful of rebounds already, Stevie, and we've talked about the things that she gives the Wildcats is she dishes it off to Madison Jandro. She knocks down her second triple of the game, but Madison Michaud does a lot of those things that don't show up in the Bangor Daily headlines.
It's a standard for the Kingsburys. They love their popcorn. Kingsbury's and Whitaker's. There's a jumper put up by Jandro. Doolin with a putback. So Doolin gets her first two.
And they had numbers, 3-on-1. Mitchell pulled up, but Doolin was right there for that offensive glass.
Jandro once again for me on the arc.
Third in the game, Stevie?
That is the third in the game. It's off to her point guard, Michaud. Jandro looking for another three. Gets it to go.
That one looked good almost a second. It left her hand, Stevie. She's right here in line with us, the fourth triple of the game.
7th three for the team. Outlet pass deflected and stolen by Michaud.
Again, getting her hands on the ball, actually got the steal, just a little bit too far into the basket to be able to convert the layup, but love the hustle. Keeping kids fresh.
Jandro gets it to go again. She is unconscious in this first half.
We've talked about how streaky of a shooter she can be. And
in case anything goes wrong.
Well, we always like to see you.
Yeah, okay. Kingsbury in the corner. We'll go to Schoberg across the arc. She'll let it fly and bury it. Moores goes over to Fitzgerald's. Her three-pointer on the way. Knocks it down. In my unofficial scorebook, Jandro, she's got 5 of them. Give her 6.
Ooh. Picking up where she left off.
As a steal here, it's going to be Molly Kingsbury up the center of the floor. At the elbow, now the mid-post. Kicks it out, Schoberg. A 3 on the way. Swish.
Kingsbury was there.
Lily Mitchell now in double figures with 10 points. Collins from beyond the arc gets to fall.
It's good offense. Get the ball into that high post to the free throw line. Kick it to the weak side. Dangerous down there on that end line. What was it? It was Monday we saw over there where Mr. White and Mr. Greenlaw are. Had a couple deflections on the inbounds pass with one kicked right up.
Good look. Trombley finds Ryder underneath for the easy layup.
Using that low block.
Lagasse, mid-post runner. Board down to Ryder. Gets another rebound and gets that one to go.
It's on the all-Windex team, Stevie.
Collins out to Morrow. Underneath, Ryder, and another layup for her.
Ooh, that was a tough angle, too. Put it right by the hip of Mitchell.
Into Trombley. Her three-pointer on the way goes.
6 kids now from behind the arc. That just shows the versatility.
Out to Morrow. Collins drives baseline. Wraparound pass to Kinney. A great find by Collins.
It sure was. Looked like she might have penetrated a little too deep.
That injury report, that's filled for this game.
It sure
both
is.
Presque Isle and Belfast with injuries, as you mentioned, Folkingham and Robertson McIntyre as well. As Hattie Buber buries a three. Mitchell drives baseline, now gets into the lane, runner swish. For Presque Isle, they will host Caribou. The Vikings, their arch rival, on Tuesday. That's a 7 o'clock start. We'll have that for you on WHOU as Kinney gets another two. The next game for Belfast, they will host undefeated Waterville on Tuesday. As clock strikes 0, and that'll do it. The final score, 74-27. The Presque Isle Wildcats pick up the victory and move back to 500.